Broad Coven. I'm here to drop in with the air sign collective to give individual reads for Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, but we will be opening up first with Aquarius since it is their solar return season. I'm using 3 separate decks for each sign so we don't get any bleed over and we can have fresh messages for each of you. And without further ado, we're going to dive right into Aquarius. Let me go ahead and put up the banner there. We're going to be at the 1 minute mark. First, starting for Aquarius, so I'm going to go ahead and call out the times that we're starting so I can get at those timestamps for all of you in a timely fashion. And it's actually 1:11 by the time I actually got you up there, Aquarius. So I feel like you're just about to have the beginning of coming into alignment. Ooh, 1:22. Yes, maybe with a very special someone. All right, this is your initial message. This is for any strong Aquarius placement. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, Pluto, a prominent 11th house placement, or if you are Leo rising, that makes you an Aquarius descendant. So let's see, what does Aquarius need to know at this time, Spirit? What is coming toward Aquarius, Spirit? What is up ahead on Aquarius's path, Spirit? I hope you all are doing well. I hope you are getting through the week. We don't have much longer to go before we hit the weekend, so hopefully I can give you some good vibes, some good messages to carry you through and give you something to celebrate as you get your weekend off to a start. Okay, I did catch a glimpse of that Knight of Cups there, so I do think there's some kind of emotional advance. After a time when you've been left to kind of hang around and wonder what the heck is going on, maybe you've been trying to make up your mind about something. There could be a Pisces in the mainframe here, or you could have been dealing with closing up a really gnarly karmic cycle, right? You might have needed to take a time out just to sort of get a different perspective about how you want to move forward in a new way, Aquarius. All right, so let's see what's coming in here. I do feel like there's some kind of an advance. There's a new beginning up ahead, all right? You're coming into alignment and it feels good. I think you're coming into alignment with another. So let's see what we got here. We had a whole pile come out here. Ooh, yes, there is something here that you've been pretty stressed out about. I see that, okay? You're worried if this person's going to be receptive, all right? Or whoever's coming towards you is worried if you're going to be receptive. I got that, okay? So somebody in this situation is coming off very defensive, all right? Maybe this person has a lot of interest in them. Maybe they've been kind of like holding back. They've been keeping to themselves. They've been trying to stave off some advances. I got that, okay? This person also is taking a stand for something. I got that, okay? There's something they're standing up for. They're not going to buckle under pressure. Maybe they've had a lot of pressure coming at them. I also feel like this is something you're ready to stand for too. This could have something to do with an Empress energy, okay? You could be the Empress, or you could want to shoot your shot with an Empress. This is Libra, Taurus energy right here, all right? There could be a baby's mother involved in this situation. There could be a mother factoring prominently in this situation as well. We got your energy right here. Oh, I said your energy. Isn't that interesting? Maybe you have a strong fire sign placement. Okay, well, if you are the Empress in this scenario, you could be looking, you know, you could be looking really good. You could be a highly independent energy here. Maybe there is a lot of attraction around you. Maybe there's a little bit of a competitive vibe around you because you've recently become single and ready to mingle. All right, this might be really stressing somebody out. I see that, all right? They might be worried. If I don't like make an advance right now, then I'm not going to be able to get close to my Empress. But there's also something to answer for here with that 9 of Swords, and I think that's where there's a little bit of the concern because we do see the Queen of Swords here, okay? And this is your energy. This is also Libra, Gemini energy here. Somebody wants some answers. Somebody wants to know what happened back there because something went a little bit left, okay? So either you're wanting these answers or whoever you're approaching is going to want these answers. Going to have to flip-flop. the roles as you need to in this situation. We do have a few players on the board. We got Taurus, we got Libra energy very strongly here, especially with the Queen of Swords coming out. We also have naturally your energy, but also Gemini in the mix. And we do have fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I do believe that the Aquarius I'm talking to likely has a really strong fire sign placement in their chart, since I did have that slip, okay? Or you're dealing with a fire sign. It could be a fire sign that is approaching you. This fire sign recently became independent, you know, maybe they just pulled out of a relationship. But there's something here about they're worried about if they advance towards you, are you going to turn them down? All right. I think that somebody here is wanting healing, but they know that there was some complication that happened back there and something needs to be cleaned up, and somebody's going to want some answers about this. Okay. I got that very strongly. I'm going to do a cut of the deck here, and then we're going to jump right into my shadow light wild cards here. Oh, yes. You could be dealing with a past issue that needs to be ironed out. Somebody is very, you know, kind of like quick to fire off the insults, the angry words. I got that here. It's because they're hurt. This could be a Leo that's in the main frame here, right? You could be a Leo rising. This could be coming in very strongly for you. There's something here that it may be difficult, but I feel like you need to come up and out with it, all right? There needs to be some direct communication here. Something needs to be above board. You need to just put it on the table, all right? There's no way around that. I think this Empress energy is going to require it, all right? If you're the Empress, you're going to require it. You're like, no, we're going to talk about this. You can't just stuff it down inside. Maybe somebody's been acting a little strange towards you. You know it's because they're hurt about something. This person has a propensity to kind of like lash out when they're feeling hurt. I think you're going to coax it out of them. Whatever's going on here, whatever was a problem in the past, I feel like once you get it on the table, you air it out, you communicate about it, there's a way to get beyond it. Strength does show you'll have success, but it's based on you approaching the situation in a different way. And maybe there was a need for that time out. You really needed to get a different perspective. Sort of like, how do I keep like coming into the same karmic loop over and over and over and over again? There's got to be a way out of this, okay? I do feel like you're going to get to the other side of this. Yeah, you know, you're moving away from some challenge. And again, this could be in relation to a mother, a baby's mother. Okay, I do notice this figure has a child with them in this barge as they're moving away from all the troubles toward calmer waters, we should hope. But see, if this isn't aired out, if there's not communication in this situation, all of those issues, all the mental stress, all that was left unsaid, it's going to come forward into the next chapter. You can't have this, okay? So there's some kind of communication that needs to be had here. There's no sweeping this under the rug. I feel as long as there's this communication, there's every chance for this to turn out very well, okay? We got Empress energy on the board, so somebody here is ready to talk about it. All right, let's see what we got here. We're diving right into the shadow light cards to get some more details in this situation. So give us more of a clue. Who is Aquarius dealing with here? What's going on here? It looks like there's some kind of desire to bring together a connection where there's been a bit of a falling out. There might have been some difficult words exchanged. There could be some issue in relation to a baby's mother in the mix, or a mother in the mix, that makes things a little bit complicated here. This person may be feeling hurt, okay? They may be feeling slighted. They may be feeling passed over, or like their opinion doesn't matter, like they weren't heard. This is what I just got, okay? So there's something that needs to be ironed out here, and there needs to be really clear communication about it, Aquarius, right? In some cases, there's been somebody that's been going through a really serious kind of like health challenge. And this has been a real struggle. And you're starting to get to the other side of it. I feel like there might be one more treatment or one more surgery, one more procedure needed. There might be a lot of stress, a lot of worry about this. This might be the reason why you're like, you know, life is short. There might be something that's sort of at the mainframe that's making you feel like life's too short to sort of let, you know, things sit and stew. Like there's a need to bring resolution to matters, to feel at peace in your heart, in your connections. I do feel like there's something that you're wanting to heal here, you know. And it could be in relation to, you know, just having something come up, like a health scare or some issue that just really highlighted how important it is to sort of like, you know, say what you need to say when you have a chance. Yeah. We do have the Two of Hearts here. It's in the shadow. Okay. So I think something happened in a love connection here that was not right. Okay. And there was something that was kind of hidden in the dark, and this is what's causing a lot of stress. And I think the stress is around exposure, you know, somebody finding out what actually caused the problems back there. Somebody's got a secret. They don't want to air this out. I do get the vibe that there's sort of like a pattern of just, well, let's just sleep it. Let's just sleep it off. Let's just hop in bed, you know? Let's just hop in bed. 11:22 on the clock. Yeah. You know, let's just, you know, I just heard, you know, that, is it Grimes? Fuck the pain away. I just heard that. Like, maybe that's kind of like the usual MO. Let's just hop in bed. Let's forget it, you know, but that won't work this time. No, 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 no. There's really a need to let go of the old cycle here if you hope to have healing in this situation with the Four of Spades. You can't go about things in the same way, especially with the Six of Spades in the shadow here. If you try to go about things in the same way you have before, you're just going to get a repeat cycle. You're going to end up in a situation where this is not going to turn out well. And again, this could very much be in alignment with a Queen of Clubs energy, fire sign energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, strong Leo indicators were on the board. There is something hidden here. There's something that's been kept a secret. Maybe something came to light and this person is really upset about it. They feel like they were left out of the loop. There's something that needs to be ironed out here, and it's sort of like to be forewarned is to be forearmed. It's like you're cutting off a potentially disastrous situation at the past. There's a need to really address this person's feelings and to talk something out. Ted just agreed with that. If you do that, then there will be a moving away of this situation very cleanly. And from there, there's something you can really work with here with the Eight of Diamonds. You know, there can be a positive outcome in this situation where you're going to actually hit the mark. You know, what you want to achieve here will be achieved. And it will be a positive thing because you'll move away from this dramatic, competitive, fighting, argumentative kind of energy here. It was 13:13 on the clock. Okay, so that's pretty significant there. 13 is a power number. I do feel like drama, fighting, headbutting has been an issue before, maybe even competition. Again, fire sign energy really strong here. King of Clubs coming up in the light. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay. So this could be a former lover that you were involved with here. Might be a little bit sore about a particular direction you want to move in. They feel blindsided about this, you know. Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, I think it's kind of one of those situations. It feels a little bit, I'm thinking like 13, I think of Friday the 13th, Freya's Day, all's fair in love and war. You know, if you can't lay them, slay them kind of energy. You know, I do feel like there is a little bit of this in play, you know, with the Joker coming up in the light, but it's divine play. I think that you are meant to move forward in a certain direction. You're meant to come into alignment with somebody, but I feel like what you're bumping up against is somebody who's feeling sore about it. There's somebody in this picture who has hurt feelings about this, and there's something that they feel very blindsided about, like maybe an attraction came to light or an affair came to light, something like this. It's causing some problems. Yeah, it might even cause some kind of disruption in the home with the Four of Clubs coming up in the shadow here. I also feel like it's somewhat of an unfortunate situation because this individual that's, you know, needing to basically move out of the picture is really bruised about this. They feel really hurt. They feel blindsided because they feel like they're in alignment with you. This is like, it's always one of those things, right? Like, who you love's in love with someone else. Love stinks. Like, I just, that song, it's a little bit of that. Yeah, there could be a little bit of a third party situation here. There's some other outside person of interest in the mix, and this is kind of creating a little bit of a toxic dynamic. But I feel like you really want to move forward with this thing with the Two of Clubs coming up in the light. And you know you're supposed to head in this direction, but it does require an ending. And again, hidden. So I feel like somebody is really feeling blindsided here. And yet, Joker, again, coming up in the light. Joker's wild. You know you're supposed to take this risk. And it's a little bit of divine play. And in some ways, you may feel like, well, it's meant to go down like that. Maybe there was some funny business with this other person in the past. And it's sort of like, well, you know, what goes around comes around. Things balance out in a brilliant way. Yeah, discover, learn, and play was the top card I saw there. So maybe somebody fucked around. They're about to find out. Okay. I mean, I do have that energy. I do feel like somebody's finding something out, like they're finding out that you've been like keeping your eye on somebody, or maybe you've been involved with somebody. They feel blindsided. They feel like they're being left out of the loop with the Five of Diamonds coming up in this shadow. They feel like it's a big loss. They may even feel like it's a big loss of financial stability or security. This might have become more a connection of convenience, or somebody is really relying on the finances of the other to support them, and they feel like now, you know, they're the ones that are kind of being abandoned. I got like abandonment theme here. So there is a need to have some sensitivity around this situation, but I don't see you holding back, okay? Somebody's coming towards you, or you're going towards somebody. This is in the mainframe here. There is a little bit of drama brewing in this situation, but it can be averted as long as things are dealt with very much above board. And whoop, with that, two cards land on the floor. I mean, I do see there is the desire. It's sort of like, well, let's just skirt the issue. We don't need to look at that. Ooh, yes. Okay. So you're trying to get this Queen of Spades here. That could be you. Maybe you've had blocks up around this situation because something came to light for you and you're like, oh no, you know, I want to know what's been going on here. I can really see that, you know. You might have come to know about a mistress, or, you know, a lover on the side, or a flirtation. Maybe you came across some messages. It's like, no, you know, I want to know what's going on here. Maybe even put up some blocks, you know, on social media, blocked a number. Okay. This could also be, you know, an ex that you're drawn to, or that's drawn to you. There's some kind of reconnection energy here. I feel that. It doesn't feel like this is brand new. It feels like an old situation with a new twist, okay? And I got like reroute energy. It's like you want to flip it up and reverse it. Maybe you went in a different direction. Now you're like, wait a minute, I changed my mind. I want to go this way, okay? So I do feel like if you're worried about heading towards someone and you think that you're going to be blocked, or that they're not going to be receptive, I mean, it did land on the ground here, all right? So I think blocks have been removed in this situation. But I also feel like when we're dealing with the Queen of Spades energy, there's no way around it. Like the truth needs to come up and out. It's very important in this situation. So whether you're being approached by the fire sign, or you're approaching someone that you feel very passionate about, one thing's for certain, there's two other people in the mix here, the object of your affection and someone who's a little sore that you used to have a romantic connection with. And truth needs to be on the table for this to turn out the right way. But it does look like there's divine play in store. So something's brewing, and it looks like could be a little bit of magic. All right. It might get a little dicey, but you have strength to overcome any challenges, Aquarius. So just keep that in mind when it gets a little bit lit, because I think it will. All right, we're heading into Gemini now, and I got a separate deck for Gemini, and I've already shuffled it to start, but we'll shuffle it some more. 1956 is when I started on this for Gemini. So what is coming toward Gemini spirit? This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, Pluto, prominent placement in the third house. Or if you are a Sagittarius rising, that makes you a Gemini descendant. So let's see what is coming toward Gemini spirit. What does Gemini need to know at this time, spirit? What is coming in for Gemini? Give us a clue about what's in store for Gemini. Okay, woo, something's changing here. Big change in store, Wheel of Fortune, all right? I feel like something is getting moving. It was stuck for a while, but it's finally getting rolling forward now. I also feel like you closed cycle. You got something out of the way that was in the way of this thing moving forward. Might have been dealing with a fixed sign energy, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, okay? You might be moving things forward with a Sagittarius, okay? There might have been somebody that was in the mix that was sort of like blocking the way to progress in this situation. Something's being transformed and ironed out, though, that's finally getting things moving. With Sagittarius piece coming in, this could have something to do with like a trip was called off. Now the trip's back on, you know. You're actually going to connect with somebody. This could also have something to do with a move. Okay, I got a couple different messages there. So I got energy at the crossroads. We've got two crossing cards coming out here. So let's see what they have to say. Woo! Okay, yes, yes, yes. All right, so we've had a little action going on behind the scenes here. This could be in relation to an emperor. That is Aries energy, also Taurus energy. Okay, this could be somebody that's actually kind of like keeping an eye on things in this situation. I do feel like they're hidden because we have the Page of Swords coming in with the moon, all right? So this person might be kind of like keeping an eye on your social media. They may be somebody that you're privately messaging. There's something here that's sort of been like hidden, but I do feel like this is a cooperative energy, like you're working together, and it was 22:32 on the clock there. So yes, I do feel like there's some change happening in this situation. I feel like maybe you might be hearing from this individual soon, and it's getting things moving forward, perhaps because somebody finally became free, move something out of the way, a person out of the way, a situation out of the way that was creating a roadblock, maybe to getting together, maybe to take a trip, to connect with each other or something like that. You actually might receive like some kind of gift from this person. I see that with the Six of Pentacles there. Okay, I do feel like this person has been keeping an eye on the social media. Let me see, what else do we got here? Yeah, you know, maybe there was an offer that was put forward before in this situation. Somebody like made a romantic advance, or they invited you to go on a trip, or they wanted to connect, but you might have refused it in the past, but now there's like some details been addressed in this matter. Now you're like, well, maybe. Okay. Let's see what's going on with this here. We're going to do a cut of the deck energy. Yes, I do feel like you really stuck to your guns about something in this situation with the Seven of Wands. You're like, nope, you know, I can have hookup energy anytime I want. I feel that. Like I can have hookup energy anytime I want. I don't need to have, you know, this third party action, all right? I think somebody here wants something that's more kind of like, you know, more committed, more enduring. I do feel like there's something you're going to be celebrating here. There's something that's being balanced out in this situation. Yeah, it's a whole new chapter for you, all right? I feel like you could be dealing with a fire sign energy. So Aries coming forward, Sagittarius coming forward. We did have Leo in the mix too. This could be any of these characters sort of like changing their view, changing their perspectives, not being in such a fixed position, not being so stubborn. Something is being worked out here that actually allows you to have a brand new start in this direction. And I am picking up something about like going on a trip together, you know, connecting, moving this thing forward. We got a lot of air, fire energy here, air feeding the fire, right? So this looks good, you know, and it has something to do with you really, you know, sticking to your guns. Like, no, I'm not going to just settle for just whatever here. No, it's not going to go down like that. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out these shadow light cards, and we'll get some more details in this situation. All right, so shuffling for Gemini collective, Gemini sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, Pluto, prominent third house placement, or Sagittarius rising. What does Gemini need to know about this situation? What are some more details of this situation? Something is definitely moving forward here. It brings a spirit of celebration. In some cases, I just got this. This is only for a select few, but in some cases, you were supposed to get married to this individual. You found out they were still kind of like playing the field. You may have even found out that they still like kept their dating apps. Oh my gosh. And you were really like, no. We're not having any of that action. Okay. Oh my gosh, you came across their Tinder profile or something. You're like, no, I'm swiping left, okay? Like, I'm not dealing with this. And you called it off. It might be back on, okay? There might be some resolution in this situation for the select few that applies to. That's more of a side note that I did get this piece come in. All right, let's see. What does Gemini need to know about this situation? Somebody's trying to get back in the good graces. I got that. And the way they usually do that is through buying something. This person likes to gift. They like to gift to absolve the guilt. Okay, I got that. We got the 7 of diamonds here. So somebody's really wanting to invest in this connection. They do. Right behind that, we got the 10 of hearts. All right. So somebody does feel like, look, I'm not done with this connection. Like, I want to invest in this. I see us together. We can move this thing forward. I know what happened back there with the 3 of hearts in the shadow. This is definitely a case where there was a third party interference, third party element that made it a no-go, where somebody pulled out and said, nope, I'm not doing this, no way, and I'm not going to compromise on this. Somebody was very, very strong on that. I feel like it was you, Gemini. You're like, I'm not dealing with this at all. I'm not willing to do this at all. Now, if you're cross-watching for Gemini and you're like, no, it was Gemini who had the third party, whatever, flip-flop roles as you need to. But I am picking it up. The Gemini is the one that was like very strong about, no, I'm not going to compromise on this. This will not fly. Now, a third-party element doesn't always have to be another lover. It could be an interfering friend. It could be a meddling family member. It can be some kind of habit, addiction, something that was in the mix that was just like, no go. As long as this is in place, we are not moving forward, and I'm not investing in this. But somebody is, you know, they want to get this right. They want to get this right. I mean, I have to pick it up. It does look like it could have something to do with like an ex with the 6 of hearts here in the shadow. You know, maybe somebody was talking to their ex. Maybe somebody was communicating with their ex, DMing their ex. You know, there was something that was supposed to have been walked away from here with the 8 of hearts, but was still in play with the theory of 11 here. All right. And this came to light. I feel like that's a very strong message. Yes. And it caused some kind of major disappointment here with the 4 of diamonds, and also a subsequent ending. Yes, because something hidden came to light. And you're like, that's it. I need to protect myself. I need to protect my energy. You felt very betrayed in this situation with the 5 of spades. And you felt like this person was being very selfish. Like all they cared about was what they wanted, what they needed. This might be somebody who's like kind of prone to instant gratification, you know? They just sort of like, they act and then they think about it later. And they're like, oops, did I do that? You know? This person's known to butter up with gifts. That's like how they like to make things right. They're not above bribing to earn their way back in. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, what does Gemini need to know about this? I do feel like this person really wants to move things forward. I feel like they want to go on like some kind of like lover's jaunt or take you somewhere, you know, to sort of like make up for what happened back there. I have to say, with the 4 of hearts here coming up in the shadow, there could be a real codependent dynamic in this relationship. And there's something that needs to be ironed out here. You know, there's something that You need to get a little bit more of a clue about here, because I sort of feel like whatever this person is telling you, it's just scratching the surface with discover, learn, and play. I feel like you don't know the half. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you find out about a secret, usually you find out about the tip of the iceberg, but there's a whole lot there that's submerged. Like you only know so much. There's a lot more that's been happening in this situation that you are not aware of. And if you did know about it, you would really have reason for pause. With the 9 of spades coming up in the shadow, right behind that, I have the Jack of clubs energy coming up in the light. Okay. I think this came to the light. This person is a little bit of a player. You know, they like to play it loose. They like to play it fast. This could be somebody who also likes to have a harem. I have to say, this is somebody being sneaky, tried to get away with something, but the thing is, they got caught. They got caught in the act. I really got that, all right? And so it's like, well, you know, now you got some splaining to do here, all right? I think you've dealt with this person before. They're a joker, you know, this person does this. And there is this piece here. It's coming in. This has been coming in for the collective for a bit now, okay? But there is this piece about you got to accept who people are. When somebody shows you who they are, you have to trust them on that, all right? And this may be who this person is. I'm almost getting this vibe like this is somebody who actually would prefer to have more of a polyamorous type of dynamic. I think they have genuine love for you. I think they really do feel connected to you, but they're not really totally willing to give up their fun either. Let me see what we got here. I want more detail. Yeah, no. This is going to happen again. All right. They'll play nice for a while with the ace of spades in the light. You know, I get this. They'll be like, it won't happen again. You know, I've seen the light. I'm here, baby. I'm committed. You can trust me. But with the 5 of clubs coming up in the shadow, no. They're just going to be more careful about how they move so they can get their way and get what they want with the 6 of clubs. Yeah, this just fell on the ground here. What do we got? You might need to take some time out. You might not want to see this, okay? You might want to turn a blind eye to it, but it's the truth. You should take some time out to really think about this, because this can cause a lot of worry, stress, anxiety for you in the future. You really need to know what you're getting into here, all right? Because there is the propensity for there to be a little bit of juggling in this situation, and you don't want to find yourself in the same position where you get like thrown for a loop and then you feel like you're stuck in a situation that you didn't really agree to and you got duped into it. Now, you know, there is a piece here, like this person is who they are. I don't think they intend to do this. I don't, but I don't know. With the Joker there, I don't know. I just feel this is kind of like comes with the territory with this individual. Like it's almost like they can't help themselves. Yeah, and on the top there, discover, learn, and play. Let me do a cut of the deck here for any final words of counsel for Gemini here. We have the shadow element here, 3 of spades, okay? You need to be careful before you reconnect with this energy. I mean, I see that it will likely lead to further heartache. I know you got hurt pretty badly back here, but I will tell you, this is coming towards you. Maybe you've been wanting to have a renewal here. I know you've been through a lot with this person, okay? You've really been through a lot with this person. If you wonder if they're going to try to work it out with you, yes, they will, okay? But you do need to be aware this person is who they are, okay? There was this betrayal. And so the likelihood that it could happen again, I mean, it's pretty strong. But I do see this person says that they want to commit. They want to reconnect. They want to reunite. But that ace of diamonds, this investment, this commitment, it's in the shadow. I feel this is one of those things where it's like they would like to be the person you would like them to be. But deep inside, they know, I can't live up to this. I can't do it. I can't, but I'm going to try because I really do love you. And I do feel like it's kind of rough for this person because people are who they are. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know it's disappointing, but people are who they are. And in fact, it could have been a queen of diamonds, okay, with that Taurus piece that came in, all right? Because with the fixed sign energy, earth sign energy, Taurus, it could have been a Taurus. This could have also been somebody that they were involved with before. It could have been an ex from the past. This person's still in play. They are, you know, this may even be somebody they work with. Okay, so a little bit compromising of a situation there because they still have to interact with this person. And I don't feel like this person's completely given up on it either. So you do need to be aware of this situation and really like think about your heart and think about what you can really deal with. I mean, if you're willing to be with somebody that, you know, will be honest about, you know, their dalliances, then maybe you can work it out. But I do think you should take your time in making this decision, Gemini, because there's a lot to be mindful of in this situation. All right. I know that's not the best news, but I got to keep it real. I don't want to give you like some kind of, you know, pretty picture if there's things that you really should be aware of in this situation. You know, it looks like there's been a lot of hurt in this matter. So, you know, make sure that this person isn't just telling you what you want to hear. I do feel like they feel bad about it. You know, they do feel guilty and they do have a lot of love for you. So that's real. But this person also has a little bit of a, you know, a roving eye. And will they do it again? It looks like it. I have to be honest, okay? Libra, 37:15 on the clock. We're pulling up Angel Tarot here for you, Libra. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, Pluto. Prominent placement in the 7th house, or if you are Aries rising, that makes you Libra descendant. What does Libra need to know at this time? What is coming toward Libra? What does Libra need to be aware of at this time? It's interesting. There's like all this love themed stuff coming in. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is just around the bend, of course. All right, interesting. Normally I get a lot more kind of general influence, but it does seem like there's kind of a very distinctive love theme. Let's see if Libra breaks with that and brings in something different here. What is coming toward Libra spirit? What is coming toward Libra spirit? What does Libra need to be aware of at this time? What is coming toward Libra spirit? What is coming toward Libra? The devil. You got a devil coming towards you, Libra. You need to be aware, man. You got a devil coming towards you. Oh, they're going to try to seduce you, all right? But if you get lured in by this thing, it'll be your downfall. Yes, yes, yes. And this is somebody who is adept at the occult arts, all right? I think this is a devil you've danced with before. This isn't anybody new. It isn't anybody new. They're coming in to butter you up. Oh, they will be very tempting. I think this person has been the seed of your downfall before, and there's something you need to be aware of here, okay? Do look for this to come in. This could be somebody who's already kind of like doing some stuff here, throwing some magic around. I say that because it says seduction and downfall, communicates with the dead, teaches the occult and magic, all right? Associated with the sign of Capricorn, but it could be any energy here. I see Sam male here, but I got Sam. Okay, so Sam is a name that could be coming in around this, all right? I think this person's hot, but you think this person could be your undoing. This person could be into necromancy. Oh, Libra, you know, I've always been drawn to this particular deck for Libra in recent months. I just feel like there's a lot of this kind of intrigue around you, Libra. Let's see what's coming in here for Libra. What does Libra need to know? This person's a manipulator at the very least, right? They have a way of just sort of like kind of using their words to sort of weave a spell over you, right? There's many ways to cast magic on people, cast a glamour. It's not always because somebody's a practitioner, but I would say for those of you who have suspicions and you know somebody who moves like that, oh yeah, they're at it. They're up to their old tricks again. They think they know how to get to you, right? Oh, this just came in. Interesting. It landed on top of the deck that we just used for Gemini. Okay, so there could be a Gemini in the main frame here. Ooh, and what came in? 2 of Cups in reverse. All right, so says fruition provides expansive intelligence. Yeah, you know, this is somebody you were involved with before. I got like a false start energy too. Maybe the reason why there was a false start in this connection, like there may have been some kind of meeting up with this person, but the things just didn't really come to fruition. It's because this person was already with somebody. They were already in a relationship. You may have suspected that this person was already in a commitment. Maybe you suspected that this person was married. If you've had those questions, oh yeah. But maybe this person recently became single and that's why they're coming around. But there's this piece here about, like, if you think this is going to be some kind of fantasy fairy tale, oh, I'd keep your wits about you. This is still, you know, the same slick talker that they always were. Okay, Queen of Wands energy, bottom of the deck here. Divine power guards against mental troubles. Yes, there could be a Queen of Wands in the mix here. They may want to put you in this role. They may want you to be the mistress in this situation. They may say they're no longer married. They may say they're no longer in a relationship. There's something you need to be aware of here. Again, they might be trying to keep you hidden. Okay, this might be somebody that's like, they want to claim you without making it official. Like, oh, they don't want to put up a status update. You know, they don't want any pictures of you two together online, you know. If you feel like you're a dirty little secret, you very well could be in this situation. There's something you need to be aware of here, Libra. Oh my goodness, you know? What's up? What's up, Libra? Air signs, man. Come on. What's going on with this? What do we got here? 5 of Pentacles to the 3 of Wands to the Ace of Cups. Yep. Okay, it says right here, 5 of Pentacles, patience reveals secrets. All right, so I do think this person's going to be approaching you. All right, you don't see this coming right now. You do not see this coming, but I do get this hit that you are very covered right now. Right, you got your spiritual team is looking out for you. It says to keep yourself very focused on what you're building right now. This could be a sort of like a decoy energy too. In other words, it could be a distraction from what you're actively engaged in, what you're actively building for yourself. And in fact, it could cause financial loss for you. If you've been doing anything where you've been having any kind of financial come up, this person could be coming around just talking real slick because they want to take advantage of that situation. They want a piece of that pie, maybe through getting access to your pie, having a taste of your pie, having you lose your senses. And then the next thing you know, you're signing on the dotted line and you're signing away everything you worked so hard to build for yourself. You do need to be aware of something right now. Your spirit team is saying that they're here helping you bring great things into being, that you need to stay focused on what you're building for yourself. Don't lose your focus. It's almost like they're wanting you to have blinders on right now so you don't get distracted. 44:33 on the clock, or you could suffer a big loss. I'm getting financially with something you've been building. And this may be kind of like very romantic when this person comes in. I do feel like you have temptation here for sure. All right, and there is an Ace of Cups coming your way. There's an Ace of Cups coming your way. You know, this person's going to lay it on really thick, but I feel like you need to stay focused. Don't get distracted right now. It does say here with this 3 of Wands, protection from adversaries. So again, This is somebody who's coming off, like, you know, they want to have some kind of renewal, but there's something shady here. Like, this person's working against you. I don't know, man. It's a little shady. I'd be careful, Libra. I'm going to do a cut of the deck here, and then we're going to pull out these shadow light cards to get more details for you. This could be a King of Pentacles, okay? This could be a King of Pentacles. Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could be even, I hate to say this, I got this message. This could be a business competitor. This could be somebody who wants to get close to you so they can kind of like snatch some of those ideas or get in on what you're working on and then kind of like rip them off and use them to their advantage. I feel like you already have resistance against this person because it says calms anger in anyone. So I feel like this person's going to have all the right answers. You know, they want to bring things back together. You know, they want to make peace with you. They want to heal this. You know, they feel this connection. It even says obedience here. So it makes me feel like this person's saying, like, I'm loyal to you. Like, you can count on me. This person's a liar, though. When you got the devil, there's some kind of deception here. What's on the other side here? The Hermit. Look, could be a Virgo. With the Hermit here, it says alchemy and transformation. Rules natural events. Helps with spiritual progress. Look at holding a scythe here. You need to separate the wheat from the chaff on this thing. I think a lot of time has passed in this situation before. I don't know why this is coming in, but it's like, if you're so loyal, then where were you? Where have you been? Why are you coming forward now? Where were you back then when all that stuff was popping off? Okay, you might have gone into hermit mode. You might have had to pull your energy back, okay, from a particular drama, because there's a lot coming through here about keep your blinders on. Don't lose your focus now. You're building something for yourself. And I do have this vibe about you could really suffer a financial loss if you're really quick to just trust this energy. There's also something here about remember what made you pull your energy back and go your own way and kind of hold people at bay. You need to be mindful of this, all right? I mean, I got big time up energy here. This sand in this hourglass is running out, all right? And I don't know, you may want to really kind of take in what this person says, take it with a grain of salt and just sort of say, you know, let me think about it. I don't think you should get distracted. Look at this, 10 of Wands. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot that you're in the dark about in this situation, okay? Yeah, you need to be very mindful of really being connected to your source of spiritual support, whatever that is for you. And if you don't feel a connection to spirit in that way, like your higher consciousness, what you've learned from the experiences you've already been through, because you know there's something here that can be very burdensome. It also can weigh you down and sort of put more on your shoulders at a time when you need to keep your shoulder to the wheel. You need to stay focused on where you're heading. Because if you don't, you could suffer some kind of loss, all right? So we're going to pull out these shadow and light cards here. Oh, man. What does Libra need to know right now? What does Libra need to know at this time? What does Libra need to know at this time? There is this vibe, too, that if it's not somebody approaching you romantically, they may be approaching you from the angle of like, let's work together on a business level. But I do feel like there's this piece about maybe there was some kind of romantic involvement with this person before, or at the very least, some kind of flirtation. And I do feel like they're going to come in and they're going to lay it on really thick. But you need to be, I don't know, it's about who this person is connected to, too. And something that you had to pull away from that really just created a lot of roadblocks for you. Now that you got this out of the way, and you're heading towards your goals, you need to be aware of the loss, the potential for loss in this situation. If you leave yourself in a vulnerable position, I would say I gotta, you know, continue to do what I'm doing, focus on what I'm doing. I would be reticent to reveal like your hand. I wouldn't talk to this person about anything you're developing or what you're growing, because they might be just, you know, playing nice to get their hands on, you know, that Ace of Pentacles you got, you know. I do feel like you got something here you need to protect. And as I was saying that, that just completely fell out. Oh, yeah, look at this. There's your energy, Queen of Spades coming up in the light, okay? Queen of Spades, your energy, all right? That's the truth, coming up in the light. And look at this Joker on the other side. And this Joker here is in the shadow. And look at money is the motivation. You need to be aware of this because you've already had a lot of roadblocks put in your way to getting toward that North Node goal, whatever it is you're building, whatever it is you're developing for yourself. And this person would just love to sink your battleships. But I think you got a little bit of a forewarning here to help you head this off at the pass. Okay, so just be mindful, protect what you're developing. Nobody needs to know what you're developing. It's none of their business, all right? Keep the pedal to the metal, all right? And then when you're ready to launch what you're going to launch, just launch it and just, you know, wow them with it. Don't sit there and let anybody in on what you're doing, all right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is somebody who is, you know, trying to lure you into a false sense of trust in this situation. And I don't know, I got like the vibe of reporting back to other people. Like, no, 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 do not work with this person. 6 of Diamonds in the shadow. This isn't a fair arrangement. No, this person's not here to help you. They're here to help themselves. And you need to be very mindful about that, all right? All right. Any further details about this for Libra? It's pretty cut and dry. I don't know. Buy yourself some chocolates for Valentine's, Libra. Don't get sucked into this mess, all right? And when it comes to, you know, somebody wanting to do business with you, I really feel like just keep on your own track right now. All right. Now is not the right time for collaborations on a business level, Libra. You've got to continue to do your own thing. I feel like you're working on something that you're trying to see through to completion. So you just need to stay focused. Keep those blinders on, like your spirit team is advising you to do. There's a lot of shadow around this, let me tell you. There's a lot hidden too, okay? There's a lot that's cloaked right now. What do we got here? Yeah, look. 5 of Hearts in reverse in the shadow. You've dealt with this before. You've been disappointed in this situation before. You've had interference in connection with this person before. You need to be aware of this, all right? It's the same old, same old. Nothing's changed here. Look, you definitely need to ward against this energy, all right? And if you suspect that they've done any workings, you absolutely need to ward in this situation because we got the 9 of Clubs in the shadow. If you think that this situation has changed and all of a sudden, you know, it's like kumbaya and that this is going to work out and this person's here to give you a level up or to help you out or you can be cooperative with each other, that it's going to benefit you in some way. Oh, no. You think that you were putting out fires before? You think you were staving off stuff before? You ain't seen nothing yet. Not only will it be a repeat, it will be worse than it was before. You need to actively block this and put an end to it. No, 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 no. You be polite, be cordial, you know. Don't start a war over it, all right? But also don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. This situation has shadow all over it. And here we got a King of Clubs in the shadow. Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right here, trying to melt down the defenses with the 7 of Clubs in reverse, okay? It's nothing but glamour. It's nothing but illusion with the 7 of Hearts in reverse, trying to throw you off your game, man. Okay, don't fall for the okie doke. They're going to try to lay it on real thick with this. Water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, also in the shadow here. Block, block, blickety block. Okay. You should not revive this because there's too much hidden here in the dark. And if you do, you'll regret it. And you'll have nobody to blame but yourself. And you know better. You know better. You got to really protect what you're building for yourself right now. Your foundation is everything. So don't let these people come in, okay? Because it is people. It's a group. It's coming in the guise of somebody who's kind of trying to soften you, all right? No, 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 no. I think if you're smart, you won't even let this happen in. You've been warned.